Okay, so I'm sure that you have heard at some time or another that you must practice 8 to 10 hours a day to become a great guitar player. And if you listen to a lot of famous guitar players and rock stars, they would reinforce that. They would say that they practice for 8 to 10 hours a day. And you would think, well, who is the most knowledgeable about what it takes to become a great guitar player? You would think that people who are actually doing it would be clearly the ones to know. But this is a big reason why some people do not even try to even attempt to go on the guitar and try to play the way they want to play. They don't even try to reach that goal. They don't try because they think, well, gee, I mean, I don't have 8 hours a day to practice. I bet I don't even have 1 hour. I can't do this. Well, I have some good news. You absolutely can play the guitar well, even become at the level which the people you look up to are, that does not require 8 hours a day. Sure, it takes practice to become a great guitar player, of course, and the more you do, the better you would get in quick time. But you don't need to practice 8 hours a day. If you did, there would be almost no great guitarists, because no one practices that long every single day. No one practices 8 hours a day consistently every day. Nobody does that. Now, sure, maybe on some days you may do that, but not every single day. And also remember, it's not always all about the amount of time you practice the guitar. Sometimes you could practice for an hour a day and make less progress than someone who practices for half hour a day. Because it's also how you practice. And practicing the right things in the right order depending on what you want to do on the guitar. You need a great guitar teacher to help you with this, as figuring out on your own is very difficult. Some people try to do it, and after years, maybe even decades later, they just don't have it. No matter how long you practice, if you practice things the wrong way, your progress will be slow. No matter how long you practice, if you practice the wrong things, your progress won't necessarily be slow, but it will be just in the wrong direction. It will be directionless, or in the wrong direction for where you want to go. No matter how long you practice, if you practice things in the wrong order, progress will be slower than it could be. Okay? Now, often people practice long periods. You don't have to practice long periods consistently, and most people don't. Most people, when they practice for a long time, a particular day, the next day they don't do any practice, thinking they don't need it. This does not lead to results in your guitar playing. Small, short, consistent practice sessions every day, assuming you're practicing the right things in the right order and you have good effective practice habits, this is way better. This is way better than really long practice sessions one day, then 2 days later you don't do it, and then the next day you skip it, and so on. This doesn't lead to results. Consistency leads to results. And this is helpful for you finding time to practice, because you know you don't have to find 8 hour, 4 hour, 2 hour, or even 1 hour practice sessions. You can make progress in 30 minutes or even less than that. Obviously, the more time you find, the better, but you can do it under an hour, and this is fine. And also, you can do hourly practice times in 10-minute blocks. Doesn't have to be all in one. But anyway, so what I want you to take from this is please realise that you do not have to practice all day, every day. Small practice sessions is fine. Practice time is only one factor. Make the best out of having great practice habits and practicing the right things in the right order to make progress. Finding a guitar teacher who can help you with practicing would be really helpful, so that you could get there way quicker than 10, 20 or 30 years. Okay? Thank you very much.